Namaste, welcome to the class, and today we're going to work on arms, amazing arms, so nice and strong arms, and working the hands, that's really important as well. So we're going to start off lying down as usual, and getting in the mood for yoga. So placing your feet on the mat, hip width apart, rolling the spine down, shoulders away from your ears, arms out a bit, and just letting go, closing your eyes, and nothing to do, just breathing in, breathing out, just letting the breath come naturally. Be aware of how the breath feels today, how even it is. Is there any sound to the breath? What can you feel moving with the breath in the body? Sensations, any smell that you're aware of. Just taking your senses inwards. All you've got to do is focus on the breath. And be in this moment. Keeping your senses inwards. And in this second, in this moment, no problems, no worries, not right here or now. Can you keep your attention in the moment? Just breathing. Of course, thoughts might come into your mind, but just let them pass through. Come back to your breath. So just being aware of another 6 breaths. Start to breathe a little deeper. With awareness. Focusing on the tip of your nose now. The air is cool and dry as you inhale and becomes warm and moist as you exhale. Start to walk your feet in, bend your knees into your chest, roll onto the right side and push up to sitting on a block for a moment, on a cushion. And start to breathe in and lift, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. About the shoulders, are they down away from your ears? Are you stretching your fingers? Are you stretching your arms? Can you feel the muscles of your arms working? Breathing, and on the next out breath, bring the arms out to the side. Shoulders down. Can you feel the shoulder blades behind you activating? Turn the palms up. Breathe in and lift. And in Namaste, breathe out and down. And just hooking the heel of your hand under the breastbone, pressing with the fingers so the part of the thumbs come towards you, fingers together, come out a little bit, shoulders are down and wide, allows you to breathe very well, keeps your spine lifted. And we're going to get up and warm up with sun salute now, so taking things out of the way. Come to the front of your mat in a good Tadasana mountain pose, strong, hands in Namaste. Breathe in, stretch up and back, breathing out, fingers in line with toes, head down. Breathe in, bring the right foot back, knee down, look up. Retain into plank. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead down. Smoothly into cobra, down into dog. Breathe in, step forward right. Breathe out left. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Hands into Namaste. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Breathing out, fingers in line with toes, head down. Breathe in, bring the left foot back, knee down, look up. Retain into plank. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead down. Into cobra, down into dog. Breathe in, step forward left. Breathe out right. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Hands into Namaste. Breathe in, stretch up and back, a little bit more, strong arms. Breathing out, fingers in line with toes, head down. Breathe in, bring the right foot back. Knee down, look up. Retain into plank. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead down. Breathe in into cobra, elbows in, out into dog. Breathe in, step forward right. Breathe out left. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Hands into Namaste. Breathe in, a little bit higher and back. Breathing out, fingers in line with toes, head down. Breathe in, bring the left foot back. Knee down, look up. Retain into plank. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead down. Breathe in into cobra. Out into dog. Breathe in, forward left. Breathe out right. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Hands into Namaste. And release. Good Tadasana now. And bring the arms forward, bring the feet a little bit apart, stretch the arms up. So, feet facing forwards, so the sides of the feet lined up with the sides of the mat, spreading the toes. Lifting the arms, shoulders down, strong arms. Stretch the fingers, have them together and thumb, but stretch the fingers. Any higher, but not the shoulders. Okay, interlock, bend the elbows, breathe in, breathe out and turn. Stretching the palms up, thumbs together, little fingers crossed if you can. Stretching up. Back if you can. But the tummy under control and the legs. Don't forget them. Breathe. Straighten the elbows as much as you can. And breathing out, bring the arms down. Bring the hands forwards. Now change the interlock, so bring the other thumb on top. Breathe in, breathe out, turn. Lift. Lifting both sides, working the legs, tummy, tail down. Lengthening up. Little fingers crossed, thumbs together. And breathing out and down. Okay, and release. So we're going to go into dog pose. So, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, hip width and a little bit back. Now, and have a look at the hands. Are you really spreading the fingers here? So the middle finger's in the middle, all the fingers are spread. And the elbows, you need to bring the crook of the elbow out. So this makes the shoulders wide, works the arm muscles when you do your dog pose. So, into your dog pose, tucking the toes under. Breathe in. Breathing out, suck the tummy, lift high, 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 any higher. So move the weight back. Don't be pressing into the arms, into the floor. Lift up. Imagine someone had a hoist and we're pulling you up to the ceiling. And the shoulders are away from the ears. On the next out breath, bring the heels down. Don't worry if they don't go right down. You're still working. And if you can see your heels, then you need to bring them out a bit. And try to move all your weight back. So, the chest towards the thighs towards the back wall, so the legs are working well as well. And breathing. So we're going to go into dog with the head up now. So breathe in, breathing out, come forward, 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 forward. Keep the toes tucked under. Stretch the heels back. Is the tummy working? The shoulders wide. Can you push the chest through? And you can walk a little bit forward more, and that will happen. Breathe. Breathe in, breathing out. Come up and down as you breathe out, back into dog with the head down. Breathe in, breathing out, back into dog with the head up. So, strong arms. Can you bring the front of the feet down maybe without sagging? Is the chest, you can bring the toes in again and bring the chest forward, forward, forward. And then once more, dog with the head down. Breathe. And into child for a moment, toes together, knees apart, forehead down, arms back beside your feet. Take a breath or two. And come up. Now, I know some people have a problem with the wrists, so you might need to have a block or for the next couple of things. But we're going to do, one thing you can do is have your elbows down into dog. It makes it much harder to do the dog pose though. But anyway, let's have a go at that. So elbows are under the shoulders. So if you hold your arms lightly like that, you'll get obviously the shoulder width. Okay. Then bring the hand straight forward. So we don't want the elbows out like that because you'll collapse. The elbows are staying in line with the shoulders and the hands spread. Okay. And then see if you can do dog pose in there. It's much harder for the legs. But good for the wrists. Breathe. Breathing in, breathing out. And down. And release. Just take a breath. Okay. And then we're going to do chaturanga. Well, I know it's a hard posture. You can start off from high plank, or you can start off from lying down. Anyway, let's start off from high plank. So high plank, shoulders over the hands, and the legs back. And it's plank, so tummy in, you've got to work your legs. Okay, now really spread the fingers, thumb in the middle. Breathe in. Breathing out, just your hands and your feet, hovering just off the floor. And you can go down. Now if that was too hard, you can put a block under your tummy, so it's not far to go. You could try doing it from lying down. So if you are, the hands are under the shoulders, toes tucked under. So you need quite a forceful exhalation. So breathing in. Breathing out, and up from there. And release. Come back into child. Or you can have another go if you like. You fold your arms this time, forehead on the arms. Try and release the shoulders and come back into that. Take a couple of breaths. More into child. And then we've got side plank to do. Let's just straighten my neck. Okay. So we start off an elbow plank. So, the elbow is in line with your body, in line with the shoulder and the hip. The hand is straight forward here. We have middle finger in the middle. And now, you need a straight line, so you don't want to be sticking your bottom out. So if we straighten the legs, stretch the heels towards you, and it's the outside of the foot that is down on the mat and keeps you stable. Okay, so tummy's got to work, and have a look down. It's easy to roll back, so be careful. But if you clit the bottom a little bit, bring your hips forward a little bit. Okay. So breathe in, breathing out. Let's come up. Can you stretch the arm up? Breathe. Make sure the hips aren't sagging. And release. Once more. Breathe in, breathing out. Good. And how about the other side now? So turning round. Elbow in line with the shoulder, in line with the hip here, spreading the fingers. And the outside of the left foot now on the mat, the legs straight, toes in towards you, clench to the bottom a little bit, tummy working. You should be in a straight line. If I start looking back, then I'll go back. So, are we ready? Breathe in, breathing out. Straight legs, breathe. And release. Again, stretch the heels. Breathe in, breathe out, and release. Oh, well, that's the easy one. You can do that one again, or we can have a go at the full posture, Navasana, side plank. So, that's it, hand under the shoulder. Start to move the legs back a little bit. Try and get a straight line. Now it doesn't matter if this top foot comes over a little bit, but again you want that straight line. The hips coming forward, top hip, clench the bottom a little bit, straighten the legs. I can't go and see, I'm going to balance with this. Breathe in, breathe out, come up. Tummy's really got to work. Come up, breathe. Try not to sag in the hips. Oh, lovely. And release. Okay, so the other side. So, and in line with the shoulder, start to straighten the legs out. Side of the foot, be down, you have to be a straight line. Hips. That top hip forward, clench the bottom a little bit, straight legs. And spread the fingers. Breathe in, breathing out, lift. So the hips forward. In a straight line, hopefully. Smile however far you've got. Breathe and down and release. Well done with that one. Let's just roll to the back, bring the knees in and chin in. Have a little rock if you like. And release from there. Relax the arms a little bit, place the feet down. And then walk the feet in, roll into the right and come up. And now we're going to stand up. Straighten your mat. I think we need to straighten the line. And we're going to do
coming up to 20.
Mountain pose.
Coming up to 20.
Oh, good. Okay. So, just going to do one standing posture. And It's the chair pose, Utkatasana. Okay, so standing nice and tall. Feet and legs together, tail down, good. Tadasana. Now, as you bend the knees, start to bring the arms up. Now, tummy's got to start working, particularly lower abdomen. So the arms are up, strong arms. Strong, straight arms. You can go a bit wider if that helps you. Breathe in, breathing out. So the upper arms should hopefully be lined up with your ears if possible, and you're going into a Z shape. And breathe in and come up. I'll show you sideways. So, good Tadasana. Legs together. Let's start off with arms up. Breathe in and breathing out. Tail down, tummy up. Coming a little bit forward into a Z shape. Breathe, but keeping the arms working. Breathe in and lift. Breathe out and down. Okay? And into prayer position. Holding it there. Smile. We're going to do now a wide leg forward bend with arms interlocked behind. So, nice and wide with the feet. The sides of the feet lined up with the sides of the mat. Ready the toes. And make sure there's a straight line between the toes here as well. Nice strong legs. And we're going to bring the arms behind, interlock. And if you can bring the palms together, that's fine. It's also quite nice to keep the palms apart. Let's keep the arms, the palms more apart actually, and straighten the arms basically. And we're going to try and not move the bottom back too much when we do this, obviously. So standing up tall, breathe in, breathe out, bring the arms down and come forward. Now the tummy has got to work. And then the arms are going to lift up. Bringing the shoulders away from your ears. Keep the weight, don't let the bottom go back too much. Now, so you're up here now. Let the head go. Breathe in. As you breathe out, if you bring your shoulders away from the ears and back, you can bring the arms back a bit more and come forward a little bit more back. And you'll feel it more on the legs. Breathe in. Breathing out. If you want to do more, bring the shoulders away as you breathe out and bring the arms back. One more. Breathe in. If you want to do any more, do so. If not, stay where you are. Breathe in, breathing out. Shoulders away from the ears, shoulder blades together, and come forward. Breathe. Arms still strong. Shoulders away from the ears. Release the weight of the head, the neck. Now to come out of it, just move your arms towards the wall behind you. Breathe in, breathing out, breathe the arms back, extend the spine forward, breathe in and come up. And release. And bring the feet in. Just have a little wiggle out. And we're going to do a side angle with prayer arms behind. So let's just, if you can't bring the hands, the prayer behind you like this, then you can fold your arms. So putting the shoulders down, the neck's nice and long, and keeping the arms behind you, and thumbs into the crook of the elbow. We'll all just do that to begin with. So, put the feet together, turn the left toes out, step forward with the right leg, try and line up the hips, and make sure the toes are out enough to keep you stable, but not too much that the hips are going out. Okay, so the tummy's got to work and everything lifting here. palms together if you're doing namaste behind. And turn, and start to move the little fingers up, touching the spine, and then opening the chest. If you can, go further, elbows back. So it begins to be a little bit of a back bend, doesn't it? Breathe in, breathing out. So bending from the hip crease. There's always a tendency to sort of start swaying one way. So keeping both shoulders as even as you think you can, and then going down over towards the leg. Breathe. Breathe in and come up, extending the spine. And then turning the other way. Turn the feet to the front and turn all the way round. And make sure the feet are where they should be. The left leg is straight, the tummy's working, the back foot is stable, and the toes spreading, trying to get the hips facing the front. Breathe in, look up, breathing out, extend forward, forward, forward. Really, the tummy's got to work, the legs are working, these elbows should be back. And you're folding a little bit over, trying not to tip the shoulders, that's very easily done. And then breathe in and come up, extending the spine forward, 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 forward. And release. A little bit back bend again, maybe this time. Feet to the front. And release. So no shaking, but you can just move the fingers a little bit. And then we're going to do eagle with the legs and the arms, hopefully. So standing in Tadasana with feet together. Arms out, the wings just nice and easy. Breathe in as you breathe out. Right over left and above the elbow. Hands back to the hands or palms together, but straightening the arms. Elbows forward and up, not resting on the chest. And left over right with the legs. If that's enough for you, that's fine. If you can go into the full posture and bring the foot around the calf, that's fine. Hips to the front, breathe, and release. Okay. Wings nice and light. Breathe in, breathing out, left over right. Palms together, back to the hands together or palms together. Elbows forward and lift. And then right over left with the legs. If that's enough for you, that's fine. If you can go into the full posture, bring the foot behind the calf. And then bringing the elbows forward and up. Breathe. Hips forward, facing forward. And release. And just letting go. Now we're going to work the arms, and it's the start of a headstand. Don't worry, you're not going to do the headstand. So you have to measure here. The elbow should be the shoulder width. So you measure by just lightly holding there. Then it's the side of the arm and the side of the finger, the little finger that are on the mat. Interlock and thumbs up, and then you make a little base for your head. Now it's called headstand, but really it's all on the arms. There should be hardly any weight on the head, so it's about arm strength, and if you do graduate to the headstand ever, and the tummy and the legs. Okay, we're just doing the arms, so make that little space for your head. Press down with the arm. Tuck the toes under. So we do it's like the dog pose really. Lifting up. So you're pressing on those lower arms. I can lift my head right up. So hardly any weight on the head. You can come a bit forward if you want to, but you've really got to press down on those arms, otherwise the shoulders collapse. There should be a space between shoulders and ears. So, and you're evenly down on the outsides of your arms, and no weight hardly on the head. Breathe, just working the arms. Shoulders away from your ears. And come down, still no weight on the head as you come down. And release. Oh, I think it's time to get the legs up now, so
10 minutes.
okay, we're just going to slip the block. We're going to lie down, slip the block under your bottom, hands around the block, be well supported on the block, and just bring the legs up a little bit. You can relax the arms now wherever you want to. Now the knees could be a little bit bent, that's fine, and it's just getting that balance where you can relax the legs really. Or you can hold them lightly there, the thighs if that helps you. So just taking 4 good breaths. And you're heavy in the hips here, bend the knees a bit more if you can, but try and get some balance, not too much forward and not too much back. Just to get a bit of an inversion on the legs now, which is always good for the legs. Then start to bend the knees in. Bring one foot down, other foot down. So slip the block out, if you put the block there. Cushion and release. Just have a little rock side to side. Release your back. And then getting ready for Shavasana. So, if you need to put anything else on or put a blanket, then do so. And then we're just going to let the legs roll out. A little bit away from each other, let the arms roll out, a little bit away from the body. Move the shoulders down away from your ears. Make sure the head is centered, you're not lifting your chin. You might need support under the head. And of course this is all about letting go. So once you're in a comfortable position, and just stay there and let go. Letting go of any tension, let it go into the earth. As you exhale, softening your feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs. Releasing around your hips, pelvis, tummy, ribs, chest, shoulders. Just feel that you're melting down into the earth. Softening your upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists, hands, fingers. So your palms are up. And soften your palms completely. Release the weight of your arms and your hands completely. And release right through to your fingertips. So feel from your palms through to each finger, and then the thumb to the very end, and letting go completely. Then release all the muscles, the lines of your face. Allow your face to become smooth. Your eyes are softly closed, letting the eyes release away from the eyelids, softly looking towards your heart center. Your cheeks are releasing back from your eyes. Feel your skin, your face becoming smooth all around your eyes, your forehead, your hairline and your ears. Your brain is releasing back now, letting go. Awareness only on your breath. Starting to bring your attention back into your body, back into your room. Move your hands and feet just a little bit. Start to walk your feet in towards you, into your knees, into your chest. Roll onto the right side with your knees up in fetus position. Hold it there for a moment. And push onto your hands and knees, come up, push onto your hands and knees and come to sitting on the block again, crossing your legs the other way to when we started. The backs of your hands on your knees, lifting the spine. And just read to you from my book of a Year of Living Your Yoga, which I read every day, something different. And this is about fear, really. I can only be afraid if I'm thinking about the future. Even in moments of greatest danger, we are not afraid if we focus on exactly what we must do in that moment. Fear arises when we think about what might happen or what could have happened. Today, when you feel afraid, note that you're thinking of the future. Take a breath or several and settle again into now. So opening your eyes if you haven't already, hands in namaste under the breastbone, lifting, smiling, being brave but being careful. Namaste.